going on, nomads, party people, and strangers everywhere across the internet? My name is V, you don't like the letter, sorry. I'm trying to keep myself energized while I do the simple movie tag. Tagged to me by a lady by the name of the Vlog Lady, who a lot of long-time subscribers would know as the Log Sadie, back when I was getting this channel up and running. Where today we're going over 10 questions of this unique tag created by some person who I might look up later and post somewhere over the video or in the description below, along with the Vlog Lady's channel links. So, what are the first couple of questions? What are the styles of this tag? Well, you're about to see for yourselves as I do all this stuff because I'm trying to stay energized and hyped. So, question the first. What is your favorite and least favorite film? Honestly, right now my favorite film is Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind over a lot of films that are like my all-time favorites. Mostly because, as of right now, I kind of need a film that challenges myself mentally and whatnot, and gets me in a good mood to write stuff. And Eternal Sunshine has always been that movie that got me very much in my own head about what I want to write, what I want to draw, what I want to sing, what I want to rap, what I want to recite as poetry. It always did that for me, and it's basically the #1 favorite film for the last several months. As for my least favorite film, that will always be Gone with the Wind. I don't care if it's a historical masterpiece, I don't care if it was from a good book series that had a wonderful sequel, I don't care if the actors and actresses were paid a decent wage to do a very good story. Fuck that entire film. Number 2, who is your favorite actor and actress? Well, favorite actress is no question Christina Hendricks, cause my god, just... Anyway, the #1 actor for myself right now, the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. Just, I don't know, something about that man's acting really appealed to me. And a runner-up for the same category would be Antonio Banderas, because Spanish pride and whatnot. So, number 3, who is your favorite director? Guillermo del Toro. Honestly, beating out a lot of my favorite directors over the last couple of years, like Tim Burton and Quentin Tarantino, recently Guillermo del Toro kind of got to me in a really good enough place because a lot of his films challenge you in a sense of what is the gray spectrum. Not really what is good, what is bad. Everything about the symbolism, the motifs, and reoccurring themes, it just comes off very successfully in every film that he's done. Whether it's Cronus, Pan's Labyrinth, or the upcoming film of... yeah, that. It just comes off as a beautiful masterpiece that just needs to be studied and analyzed like it's a beautiful masterpiece. I can't deal. Number 4, what is your favorite movie genre? It's a tie between mystery and psychological horror. Like for mystery, I like seeing how a cat and mouse game kind of goes in very suspensefully. Who will come out on top? Will it be the justice? Will it be the injustice? Will it be the cops or will it be the murderer? Will it be the thief or will it be the inspector? Who will win in that giant cat and mouse game called the genre of mystery? And psychological horror, it's only because a lot of the films nowadays don't really get me scared unless they fuck with your mind. I'm wondering if that's gonna stay true when I see Mother after this is recorded. Alright, number 5, what is your favorite horror movie? That's a hard one. There are a lot of horror movies I've loved and watched, and so many good ones that kind of feel memorable to me. So I guess Shot in the Dark for horror, I would say the original Nightmare on Elm Street. It sowed its own oats into cinematic history. You got to see how it really dives into what is and isn't a good ending, how certain people do wonderful scenes, how it really pays off with motivations, character actions, sometimes villain motivations, and even going very subtly into all the things that happen where the payoff is wonderful, it's spectacular, and you just want more. As long as it's not shitty sequels, or a shitty reboot, or a kind of crappy but kind of awesome crossover with another horror movie icon. Just saying. Number 6, what is your favorite animated movie? That's a hard one. I think I'm gonna go with Persepolis. I kind of briefly talked about it in my top 7 favorite animated films, but in all honesty, I could go an entire thesis statement about why this movie is one of my favorites. It has good direction, good story, the director that made this based off of her real life struggles, where you actually get to see what it was like through her eyes during the Islamic revolutions, and even trying to live through certain decades where even if you lived a certain way, even if you're trying to adapt in a certain way, it never washes off. You sometimes see the suffering, the agony, the sexism, all of those things wrapped up into a beautiful package of even seeing how certain people that you can love dearly are torn away from you for the stupidest reasons or for the most archaic reasons. It's so profound that I just can't stop but love this film more and more as I keep growing up and watching this even more as an adult. I don't know, that's just me though. I can't really say anything like Land Before Time or American Tail. It's just stuff like this. Call me weird if you want, but that's just how I feel. Number 7! What is your favorite soundtrack and or score? You know, that is a good question. What is your favorite soundtrack and or score? Well, soundtrack is hard because I love so many soundtracks. It's hard. I can't do it. I'm a music whore. I can't help it. But for favorite score, I would have to say it's the final song during the clash between the two Jedis and Darth Maul in Star Wars Phantom Menace. I think it's Duel of Fates. It's a good orchestral score of just trying to portray how a good final fight scene with, even if it's mediocre payoff that goes to great lengths to show, yes, we do have a shitty movie, but get this, 2 people fighting a red-skinned horned asshole with a double-bladed sword. One dies, the other one kills the other one, or do they kill them, in a savage way that is so awesome, you can't help but love the score. And you know what? They did a good job. They did a wonderful, wonderful fucking job. I loved it. Loved it. Number 8! What is your best cinema experience? Okay, sorry. Let's see. Best cinema experience, I would have to say, is during the time I watched Creed in cinemas. Because a lot of times I go to the films, it's just, oh look, we have this movie, you should be impressed, you should be cheering, you should love us and take every single moment as we steal your money. But no, honestly, no, this entire film experience is just like people got amped up during certain fight scenes. They were invested in the romance, even if certain scenes were cut out to pan into cinematic time. But that final fight scene where everyone was so amped up to see if Apollo Creed Jr. could go head to head with a professional in the ring, doing it just like how Rocky Balboa has done in the other Rocky films, and leading up into a promising sequel that I'm sure will wow thousands, if not millions, of boxing fans that want to see something this profoundly incredible take flight. I can't tell you how much I've loved that film experience to this day. Number 9. What is your favorite guilty pleasure movie? Well, let's see. What is my guilty pleasure movie? Honestly, it's this weird 80s movie called Rock and Rule that I will be talking about in my new review show that will be debuting as soon as I get to filming after a lot of stuff isn't set in stone for certain weeks. Because filming is the only bitch in that plan. But I will say this though about the movie. It's so bad. It is really fucking bad. With obvious symbolism, bland characters, kind of creepy animation that shouldn't be for kids, using a lot of stuff that people automatically assume about the music industry to very blatant demeanors, having the same cliche of misunderstood things for the couple so that we can pan out drama bullshit, but I can't help but like it for some weird reason. I just can't. And number 10, what is your favorite foreign film? Favorite foreign film, huh? Well, let's see. Well, anything from Japan is a good foreign film, like Battle Royale or Train to Busan. But then there's also the Korean type films, or like Okja. But then there's also a lot of other things that kind of tie into American Korean productions. But there are also good French films or good Scottish stuff. But in all honesty, my favorite foreign film is always going to be Blue is the Warmest Color. In a giant array of films that I have seen where it just briefly covers on stuff of equality, or how real life relationships works from its ups and downs, or how certain people are afraid to do certain things because they're afraid of how people will judge them, whether it's through sexuality, racial creeds, your own spiritual beliefs, or just because you don't feel like you belong in society in general. Blue is the Warmest Color hits on a lot of pavement despite being just simply categorized as an LGBT plus film. It makes you want to open up a lot of questions and dialogues with certain people because, in all honesty, a lot of people that are in the closet about their sexuality are also the same people that tried to hate themselves because they were born with a certain skin color, because they were born in a certain religion, because they were born feeling that they weren't good enough for this world. Like a lot of LGBT films do for certain individuals that feel lost, outcasted, and broken. It's not just a simple film because you want to watch something because it has two girls having blatant lesbian sex in certain scenes. It's only a film of beauty and wonderment that openly wants you to ask questions and even wants you to be like, you know what? It's okay to do this, and it's okay to go through the suffering. As long as you learn who you truly are and find your own happiness, that's what the beauty is. Or you could just be like every other guy and be like, yeah, lesbian sex, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you guys could either be very much in your own head like me, be very perverted, or try to be like, it's a good film. You know, one of those three. And that, everyone, is all the questions for the simple movie tag. Sorry this has taken a long time to get to. It's just that I had to refilm this about 6 different times to get all of my answers down pat in my own fashion. Anywho, now to start tagging people before we close out the video. Let's see. I'm gonna actually tag at least 7 people for this tag. First one is, hey, it's Chris. Hi, Chris. Second person I'm gonna be tagging, Gothic Tech. Third person I'm tagging, Mystic Poet. Fourth person I'm tagging, my sister Shweeby from, you know, the channel Shweeby. Fifth person I'm tagging is my little sister Jasmine, aka Princess Jasmine Flies Away. Sixth person I am tagging. You guys ready for this one? Because it's shocking me right now. I'm actually going to be tagging, ironically, even though I doubt he'll do this, because he has a lot of stuff going on anyway, Phantom Strider. Hi Josh, how you doing, buddy? And finally, the number 7th person that I'm tagging for this tag, my little buddy of uni, aka Unicorn Sparkles. And also, here's the surprise tag. I'm also tagging all of you nomads and party people and strangers out there across the internet. Why? Because this tag is pretty fun. And also, once again, big shout out to the vlog lady, aka the log Sadie, aka just Sadie in general, for tagging me in this entire challenge. This was fun to do. This actually made me think about a lot of stuff. And in all honesty, this was a great video, and I hope you're doing very well with your success. Seriously, thanks for all the support, and thank you for tagging me once again. Anywho, guys, I'll see you all in the brand new videos I got cooking up for you guys, because I'm not just sitting on my ass. I'm literally working non-stop on a lot of different videos. And don't even start asking about that fucking countdown involving the top 10 Smiley Raw rap.
Are you one of those so-called badasses?